Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Taeyon, and in today's video, we're gonna be doing the 2026 MSC tier list power ranking every single team that I know, guys. Because as you can see in this tier, we have teams that I don't really know all about, or I didn't watch their regions, so I'm not educated to give my opinion on them. But if you guys watch the Miracles tier list, maybe you guys have a more educated thought on these teams. But for me, honestly, I'm just gonna be tier listing the teams that I know and the teams that I've seen play this year. I'm not gonna be talking about teams that I don't know about. So yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with let's start off with Vamos. Let's start off with Vamos. I'm not going to start off with the heavy hitters. Vamos is a good team. I don't think Vamos is that good, but I think they're a very solid. I think Vamos is like B tier. I think Vamos is a B. I think they're a team that is better than most, but I don't think they can compete with the best. Now, if the meta change, guys, benefits a lot of assassin players, and Vamos have a good team. The team fighting is good. Team fighting and micro are incredible, but outside of that, the team struggles. So I'm kind of concerned that the team is not going to be able to. Macro is very very important, right, for this team. Understanding like hero pools and whatnot, but they're a good team. They're a good team. They're solid. I don't think. Listen, it's the second best team from Malaysia is never going to be one of the best teams in the world because Malaysia is just kind of like a one team league, and you know there's nothing wrong with that. But all right, YG Yangon Galacticos B tier. This is a. I think they're better than Vamos. They're a very good team. Played good at M7. It's just a lot of things went wrong for this team. But I think, listen, the reason why I'm not going to put them higher is because they always underperform. Actually, no, I'm going to put them A tier. They're better than Vamos by not a massive margin, but a pretty. Every time they go to internationals, they don't perform well. So if they don't perform well, it's going to look bad on me. So lock in Yangan because I actually like this. I like team. I like underdogs, bro. I like the underdog team. So lock in. All right. Next up, Entity 7. Ooh, where do I start with Entity 7? Best team from the Americas, which a lot of people probably weren't expecting them to be A7. I said they would be A7 just because they have better macro than A7 and they have better hero pools. And it was a best of seven, I believe. Yeah, it was a best of seven, I believe. So, Young Gun, I like it in A tier. Listen, A7 and Entity 7 is a good team, guys, but compared to the teams outside of Southeast Asia and in Europe, I just don't see this team really performing that well. I think, listen, I'm going to put them in C tier. I don't think it's impossible for them to get a game off of some of the teams above them, but I think it's very hard for them to compete with eight teams in A or S tier. Next up, we have Onyx Indonesia. Onyx Indonesia is S tier. Listen, yes, they finished second in MPL ID, and most people obviously had them finishing first because Onyx ID always turned Indonesia into a farmers league. You know, it's expected that they always at least make the final. They did make the final. I don't think losing to BTR is anything to be ashamed of. BTR is a very, very strong team, but Onyx ID, their expectation is to win everything. You know, they have a super team. They have Kyrie, they have Kelder, they have Sans, they have Keyboy, they have some of the best players of all time in every single position other than XP lane. So this team is very, very good. And now that it's an assassin friendly meta, Kyrie is very, very good at assassins. He's one of the best assassin players ever. Now, Kyrie on utilities, Kyrie on fighters, it's still solid, but it's not as good as like a Carl Teasy or a Demon Kite on utility. So listen, Onyx ID is S tier. I think they can make it very, very. They're a title contender. I can see them making the final. I don't know if they can win the whole thing just because I do have some teams above them, but this is a very good team. Next up, we have Team Spirit, which is going to go into. Oh my god, I think Team Spirit is high A. Listen, guys, I think can Team Spirit be Onyx Indonesia? They can. I'm gonna put them S tier. We're gonna have a lot of S tier teams, guys. We're gonna have a lot of S tier teams. Um, Team Spirit is so good. This has been one of the most consistent teams of the last like 3 to 4 years. This team always does well internationally. They make it far at the M World Championship. Last year they barely lost to Onyx Philippines in the quarterfinals. I believe it was a 3-2. Like they actually threw that series. I remember watching that. This is a very good team. They're very, very experienced. I can see them making a lot of noise this MSC. I hope this is a year where Turkey finally like can potentially win an international. I know that's kind of it's still unlikely just because that doesn't nobody wins outside of Asia, but I hope a team can make like a final run, kind of replicate what SRG did in 2024. So yeah. Next up, we have Falcons, man. This is a solid team. Solid team. I'm gonna put them above. I'm gonna put them C tier above E7. I think the way that they dominated A7 is more impressive than Entity 7. So I'm gonna put them there. They're a decent team. Saudi Arabia, Middle East, like there's some decent talent over there. I'm gonna give them their flowers. Next up, we have Aurora Gaming. I think Aurora Gaming goes into. Are they S tier? I think team, but the thing is, if Team Spirit is S tier, like Aurora Gaming, Turkey is like on the same level. Oh my gosh, bro! I think. Listen, guys. I think should I change this though? I think I'm gonna change this, guys. I think I'm gonna move team. Listen, I'm gonna move Team Spirit and Aurora Turkey down just because I think that they're not title contenders, but they can if they make a deep run, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think either of those teams are gonna make the final. Whereas I can see Onyx ID making the final uh, a lot of times out of a lot of times, if that makes sense. So yeah, next up we have BTR. BTR is S tier. They won MPLID. They have insane talent. Moreno Finn, bro, this team is very, very good. BTR, like they finally beat the choke allegations. But in all seriousness, BTR is a very good team. How are they going to perform at the international stage? It's been quite some time. I still have trust in them. I think they will perform very, very well. This is one of the best teams in the world. This is a top five Asian team, you could argue. Uh, yeah, they're top five, top three. I don't know. That's debatable, but they're definitely top five. And yeah, they won MPLID, so they have to be S tier, and they look very, very good. And it's an assassin meta, so Nile is gonna go crazy. So BTR does benefit from this meta change. Next up, we have Team Liquid Philippines, which is S tier, top of S tier. This is the best team in the world. A lot of people have them winning the championship, which completely makes sense. I don't necessarily disagree. This is a team that has been consistent since the dawn of time. Obviously, you have the greatest players of all time on this team. You have the GOAT, Carl Teasy. But I want to talk about the coaching staff. The coaching staff for Team Liquid Philippines has been absolutely incredible. The drafts, the way they just give out bans, the way they trade heroes, it's so efficient the way that Team Liquid plays. And everything in mobile, if you want to be the best, it doesn't necessarily take too much, guys. It's just all about simplicity. The way Team Liquid plays, it's just so simple. They don't overextend. They don't do too much. They don't make too many mistakes. They just know how to team fight. They draft front to back. Sometimes they draft pickoffs. They draft scaling drafts, but they can also have movements. They like to give Carl Teasy hella far. They like him to, on the other side of the map, gain gold while the others like delay. So it's just a great team. And it's gonna be very hard to beat this team, guys. It's gonna be very difficult to beat this team. In a best of seven, it's gonna be very hard to beat Team Liquid. They have the best hero pools. They have the experience. I know last year international they didn't perform well at M7, but I think this time around they will perform. Just because the meta, like again, the meta can hit them a bit. That's why I'm hesitant saying that they'll outright win the tournament because it's an assassin meta, and I think that there are better assassin players than Carl. But I'm not like this team is still top one. They're still the best team in the world. Next up, we have SRG. SRG is S tier. S tier. MSC 2024 champions. This team is has been the most consistent team internationally over the last 3 years. They always make it far in internationals, and people always tell me, "Oh, don't judge SRG because they play in an easy game." Guys, yes, we know that they play in an easy game in an easy league, but that's why we judge them off internationals. We don't judge them based off of what they do in their league. It's like Brazil. We don't judge Brazil based on what they do in qualifiers or in the group stages of the World Cup. We judge them what they do on the knockouts when it actually matters. It's the same thing with all the big teams, like in esports, guys. We don't judge T1 based off what they do in the year. It's what they do in the internationals. And SRG always perform in the internationals. I don't care if SRG gets second or third all year. As long as they make internationals, that's all that matters. And this team is just so insane. They have Innocent, the best gold laner in the world. They have Sakai's a top five jungler in the world. Stormy, a top 3 to 5 mid laner in the world, and Cram, top two XP lane in the world, in my opinion. I think Cram is the second best, and Yumes is one of the best from. So in every single lane, they're top three or top two, arguably. Like this team is extremely stacked. They have the same coaching staff that they always had. This team is very, very experienced. They've been here before. It's just a matter of fact, can SRG finally get over the hump? Can they finally win another international? It's been quite some time. People call them MSC 2024 merchants. Can they finally win an international? I think if they're able to win this one, this is a team that can go on to potentially win M8. I'm very confident in this team. I have a lot of respect for this team. I think they're very, very, very good. I think they're the second best team. If I had to pick a second team to win, I would pick SRG. And lastly, we have Falcons, Philippines. Everything I said about SRG and Team Liquid applies to Falcons. I think this is the big three. I think these three, one of them will win MSC. Falcons are super, super good. The last time Falcons and Team Liquid Philippines played at an international, Falcons actually made it further. They actually beat Team Liquid, I believe. And ultimately, they ended up losing in an insanely close series to SRG 3-4, all the way back 2 years ago. So, is that going to happen this time around? I can see that. Listen, all any of these teams in STR, I can see them winning, guys. I genuinely, even BTR, it wouldn't shock me if they won. Um, they're so so good, and I think who's going to dictate the meta, who's going to really have the best meta understanding is going to win. And the team fight, and obviously it's going to be a very team fight centric meta. The drafts are going to be obviously important and whatnot, but yeah, those are my this is my tier list. Let me know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Let me know who you guys think is winning MSC. I believe MSC starts tomorrow or today. I mean, I think it's the 21st by the time I'm recording this. I don't know when it starts. I'll have to check after this video, but it starts very, very soon. I don't know why there's like off top, like kind of side tangent, but bro, why is there such a massive break for Mobile Legends Esports Internationals? Like there was a month off, and then we have to wait. Like what? We've had to wait 2 weeks to watch the main stage, like the Swiss stage. The wild card playing stage happened like beginning of July, bro. It's almost end of July, like bro, 21st. It's 2 weeks later. I don't know why there's such a massive gap. I hope hopefully somebody can tell me why, because I'm so confused on why they always do that. Like there's such massive gaps in between internationals. Like I remember last year, MSC started like super super late, and all the domestic leagues ended all the way back in May. So I don't know why they do that. I wish it was kind of closer, like 2 week, 3 weeks off. That would be very, very hype. Like, so you don't have that much time off. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.